Okay, so here's how we tie the Power Snell. I'm going to be using a 6/0 Gamakatsu inline octopus circle SE 4X strong. In this case, we're using yellow fly line backing just because it shows up a little better on the video. Obviously, in the real world scenario, I'd be using either monofilament or fluorocarbon leader material. So, all right, you start off, we've got inline circle, we've got a straight eye, non-offset. Start by taking your leader material, running it up through the eye. You're going to then circle back around and come through the eye a second time. Now what you want to do here, when it comes through, is make sure that the tag end lays on the side of the hook where the gap is in the eye. So in this case it's on that side, so I've got my tag end running on that side as well, which I'll show you why at the end of the video. So then we take our loop and we're going to run it anywhere from 5 to 7 times around the eye of the shank of the hook, make sure we also include the tag line. 5 to 7 depending on how heavy your line is. There's 2, 3. Each of those wraps goes towards the back side of the hook. 4, 5, 6, and we'll do 7 on this one. What I then like to do is reposition that tag on the top of the hook. Pull the main line through. Once you get that loop formed, I bring in a set of pliers, grab that on one end, pull it all tight, and it locks in. Now what this has done is you've got your line coming up. You've got that tag end forming a cushion or a barrier of sorts between the gap in that eye. No matter how tight these hooks are, unless they're soldered, there remains a gap and a bit of a sharp edge. So as a fish is on there and fighting, especially with lighter lines and larger, heavier circle hooks, you have a larger gap and a sharper edge. So you run the risk of wearing through the leader and eventually cutting off. So by doing this, this tag end produces a cushion. The second aspect of this knot, which provides such a benefit with these circle hooks, let me just clip off the tag here, is that when the hook is coming through the eye, you produce a bit of pull, torque, whatever it is, on this side, so it pulls the hook down. As you pull that hook, as the line goes that way, it naturally, with the line coming through the eye like that, wants to pull the hook and rotate it in this manner. What that does is, A, on the initial hook set, much easier to get hooked into the fish's mouth, and second, when you're fighting a fish, it's always pulling the hook eye down, which then comes around and pushes that point in at this direction. So you will lose far fewer fish than other style circle hooks with a bent eye, and way fewer fish than you would with a standard J hook. And the benefit obviously is that 99.9% of the time the fish is going to be hooked in the corner of the mouth, so it's much better for the fish. With the current issues that we have going on with release mortality, that is always something that should be taken into consideration.